Hey guys, it's been, how many hours have I been at work? About 9 hours, another day, another dollar. So, tell you what, let's do some bonus footage and drive home at the same time. Let's do it, self-driving. Hurry, yeah, why not? I want to hurry home, hurry. And we'll put the SATS probe on again. Why not, hey, why not? Let's see if I'm any calmer after a whole day at work. I suspect I probably will be, but we'll see, we'll see. Just want to make sure I didn't run that red. No, surely not, no, double checking, all good. Okay, let's have a look. 96, that's pretty high. I guess I was exerting myself at work, so maybe that's why. All right. Another speed camera coming up. Oh, literally just beat the dark mode. Bit of an early mark today, 4:30. Normally don't finish this early, so I'm not complaining. Also, setting up the cameras too, I guess that's why the baseline heart rate's a bit high, 94. As we saw earlier, talking does increase the heart rate as well. Good time to test this. It's kind of twilight-ish, the light is fading. Lots of people around finishing work, so this is probably more, you know, closer to peak hour, I guess, than this morning. It is like almost, no, it's 10 to 5, there you go. It's right bang on knockoff time almost. Traditional knockoff time. See my heart rate dropping already. Sitting in the car. I mean, yeah, the Tesla nav is so good, isn't it? I must admit, it tells you how much percentage left when you get back, how long it takes to drive, and all the stats are here. Visualizations are fantastic. Top of the class, honestly. And now you've got FSD to take you home even. It's funny, I know we live in an EV bubble, you guys watching me, and even on like social media, on X, and you know, even on our live streams, it's a bit of an EV bubble. It's a very special bubble that we've cultivated. But I always talk to my colleagues about EVs and even FSD. I mean, EVs are starting to definitely get more accepted, but FSD is definitely not there yet. Self-driving. I'm telling them like my experiences from the last few videos, because even though they know I do social media, they don't necessarily watch all my videos. But it's always good to read the room and gauge what average Australia is like when it comes to self-driving. And yeah, they're still mouth open and eyes wide and fascinated by what we test on the channel. And yeah, it's good. It's good to get an average reaction from mainstream Australia. So yeah, I think we're still a long way away from mainstream acceptance, but you know what? We test on this channel, right? That's what we do. We will keep testing and make sure it's safe and accepted. And who knows how long it'll take before we see robo-taxis in Australia and just generalized self-driving taxis like they have in China, in Shenzhen, for example, other parts of China. Anyway, and then US, of course, the two biggest users of self-driving tech, the two biggest markets. All right. So again, pretty busy area here. This was pretty quiet this morning. So it was, you could say, well, it was a quiet area at a quiet time, but now we've got more cars. And again, no lane markings. You don't necessarily need lane markings. Of course, it helps with any sort of autonomous tech, but there are enough cameras and enough AI to work out what's happening. Right. Can it do roundabouts? Of course it can do roundabouts. Of course. The rule in Australia is that, or at least in New South Wales, the car that enters the roundabout has right of way first. Not necessarily giving way to the right. I know that's a kind of a generalized rule, like etiquette, give way to the right, but it's actually, I think if you read the rule book, give way to the cars already in the roundabout. So at least that's, pretty sure that's the rule book. You can double check, guys, for me in the comments. Yeah, hope you've all had a good day, wherever you're watching this, or whenever you're watching this. You might be watching this a few days later, a few weeks later. But yeah, the early part of the video was good. Hopefully the second part is fine as well. Okay, light is turning red, so it's our turn when our light goes green. This is also a red light speed camera. Okay, see, I necessarily may not have merged to the left lane, but that's okay. It's all right, we'll see what happens. Because sometimes when we round this corner, there are parked cars, so we'll see whether we need to merge back in. Look at that, 72, hey, that's pretty good. Let's drop right down. Maybe I am chilled. 71, let's see. Let's see how fast the car zips out. Not bad, not bad. Does it accelerate past this Prada or whatever this thing is? Let's see. Oh, it's a tight turn. I think we're okay, we're okay. Luckily that Prada, I think, gave me some way, because that is a very tight turn. That's why I stay in the right lane normally, because that is a very tight 90-degree turn with no lane marking. See, went up to 90. My heart rate. Tell you, physiology does not lie, right? I can tell you how anxious I am all the time, but there's nothing like a number on a screen, right? You all love metrics. I'm sure a lot of you are scientifically minded watching, as am I. Want to see some numbers on a page. Always curious to see how fast it zips out. I mean, this is an all-wheel drive, long-range Tesla Model Y. So, you know, you would expect it to be able to accelerate pretty quickly, and it does. 0 to 100 in memory, I think either 4.5 or 5 seconds. I think it might be 5 seconds. I'll have to double check that. And the legal speed limit is 60. You know, there's probably some unspoken tolerance. But yeah, I find hurry, you know, does go over a little bit. Yeah, look, it kindly merge to the left so that this car can zip past me. They must be in a hurry too. That's quite courteous of my car. Let's see what happens here. Sometimes there are cars parked on the left as well, although it is peak hour, so maybe not. Maybe there's no parking at this time of day, which I think, yes, indeed. Now, being a local, of course, I know these roads like the back of my hand. I know which lanes to take. That's why I'm giving you a commentary of what I would be doing if I were driving, because I know them very well. I would probably stick in the right lane right about here, because after the traffic light, right on cue, although sometimes cars turn right like that black car up ahead is doing, and this grey car now, so yeah, it's 50-50 at this stage, because it is an unprotected right turn here. Oh, look at that. It's like the FSD knew. It's like, okay, I know, just stay in the left lane, because this car on my right is turning right unprotected, and so it'll probably hold up traffic for a while. So it's actually pretty smart by my car to stay in this left lane. This is not a left turn lane only, so it's within my right to stay here, even though the light will turn left, will turn green to go left. I like how the visualizations go top down at an intersection. That's actually pretty cool. It knows what to do. Look, goes top down again. You see what's going on. I might rest my hand there. It's getting tired lifting up for you. Then I can also feel whether the wheel is turning as well. Now, if I was a local, I would be zipping into the right lane pretty soon. Let's see. Right on cue again, because this lane ends. So this is probably using map data, I would think. The fact that lanes end, I don't know. Not sure if I can read left lane ends only signs. I'm not sure. Someone smarter than me can tell me that in the comments. Now, this road, I would stay, well, there's only one lane for now. So yeah, no choice. It's not the best road, lots of dodgy markings you can see. There is a refuge island here, so... Oh, that was reasonably close. Left lane, yeah, maybe. I don't think it's a proper lane yet, though. Like, this is actually a bike lane, believe it or not. So I would actually not go in just yet. But that's okay. There was no bike anyway, so... Yeah, it's borderline safe, borderline legal. Both lanes can turn left, so this left lane is probably better. Sometimes the right, this middle lane, cars are going straight. Should I give it a boot? There you go. Actually, this car, my car didn't move. My car didn't move. I had to push the accelerator then, even though I personally beeped the horn to get that VW going because they were stopped at a green light. And then when the VW left, this car didn't go straight away. So that's why I pushed the accelerator, because cars lined up behind me, peak hour, people are impatient. So I instinctively just push the accelerator. Not technically an intervention. You can see my streak is still there, 4.7 kilometers. I'm not sure whether they logged that. I think there was a little boop inside the car. So I think that was probably logged as an event. Nothing serious. It's just a little gentle little nudge to say, hey, pay attention. I saw this reel on Instagram that if you're the first car at a light, your job, your sole purpose, your one job is to look for the green light, especially if there are a line of cars. It is your civic duty to make sure you go like that on the green, especially if you're in a busy city like Sydney, because you will hold people up. Because in Sydney, every second counts, right? And I get that. It's a courteous thing, right? It's just etiquette. Just courtesy, right? Everyone has, has got an agenda. Everyone is on time, on borrowed time. Got things to do. I do like having ways up here in the screen, even though I'm not technically driving anymore, but I like to see what's happening. Speed cameras, mobile police, obstructions, potholes, speed bumps, objects, hazards, blocked lanes, etc. It's very, very handy. All right, so we're going at 50, that's okay. It's a 60 speed camera, so no problems at all. Any speed camera fines I own, not Tesla's problem. So it's still your responsibility, my friends. Do love the regen braking on one pedal stop in FSD. It's a lot better than I could do, actually. It's all robotically and, computer planned to a perfect stop. It's so gentle. Whereas I'd probably just use the harsh regen all the way. So in terms of motion sickness, no such thing, I think. Well, very little compared to, say, human driving, because it's all beautifully planned. Unless it takes evasive maneuvers, which I've not seen FSD do yet. Now, I've so far found the car to hug the right side of the lane more so than the middle, and it sort of does remain so. You can see on the screen there, right? It does tend to stay on the right a bit more, which is probably okay. Take off like maybe half a mark for that. Whereas I would be more in the center. Oh, merging right. Good call. Ta-da. This is like perfect testing time. The light is gradually fading. I keep saying that, but yeah. It's a good day to do it, honestly. Like, check out this stop, right? It's just perfect. I am subjectively feeling more relaxed at the moment. I guess also because I know I'm going home, right? There's a lot of biopsychosocial factors involved with anxiety, right? It's not just numbers, or it's not just what's ahead of me right now. It's a lot of things going on, right? It's, it's what my mind's doing at this point in time, what I've got to do later on in the day, what's coming up in the week. There's a lot of factors involved, right, with mental state. So it's not just FSD. FSD is like one factor. multifactorial psychology. You want to get to a point where FSD is calming you down, and I'm hoping it'll get there. Right at the moment, it's borderline neutral to causing me more anxiety. So I am training myself to relax with this tech. Heart rate's at 87. Interesting, the traffic is not as busy as I thought it would be. I guess it's the last week of school holidays. Maybe some people have already taken off for the European summer adventure or some ski trip. Maybe, no, it's not much snow at the moment, but maybe in New Zealand, don't know, or just holidays in general. Last week of private school holidays, I should say. I think public schools are one more week. Interesting, look at the steering wheel. Why is it turning like that? It's trying to go that way, like scoop the turn rather than just straight on. Curious why I turn the wheels. Interesting. Not something I would do, but okay, all good. Yeah, it's a long light, this one, but it is amber now on the other side, so we should be able to turn pretty soon. Oh, wheels turning. Again, that was pretty good. Pretty zippy there. It was ready to go. It's a very alert driver, FSD at the moment. In Twilight, in peak hour. And it actually leaves an appropriate amount of space between the car head. Like it's, I dare say, very close to being perfect. It is Goldilocks perfect. Like too close, you don't want to feel like, you know, the car could reverse for whatever reason. There's just a nice enough space, not too far away that someone can cut in Sydney or to annoy people behind you. It's just very, very good etiquette from this car. I've been very impressed so far. On the whole, 99% impressive. And what's interesting too is that this part of Roseville Chase on Boundary Street, excuse me, it's still 60, but a lot of people still ramp up because it's 80 in about 50 meters. People will just go at 80 now, right? Which is, you know, like it's, sometimes there are police officers around who may track you down if you go too fast down here, but generally it's kind of the unwritten rule that most people will speed up at this point because it's not 80 for a while, but you see most people are driving fairly quickly already. I mean, 64, I mean, I don't think you'd get booked and chased by highway patrol going at 64 here, 65 even. I mean, I know our police are pretty vigilant, but not that vigilant, right? Let's see, when does it switch to 80? Okay, so literally only when it goes past the speed sign does it ramp up to 80, right? Which is really interesting, actually. I'm going at 85, right? On the right lane, which, you know, it's within my right, isn't it? So I think it's okay to double check that rule. Is it over 80 or is it 80 and over? That I can have the right to stay in the right lane rather than keep left unless overtaking. Our clever viewers can tell us. I'm too tired to look up the rule book after work. Tell us the rule in New South Wales or in your own state. What's the etiquette and rule around multi-lane road? Is it 80 and over or is it over 80? Keep checking those rules for me. Okay, we are overtaking. We are in hurry mode. It hasn't switched lanes too often this evening. A couple of times I would have not switched, but that's okay. It's on the whole pretty good. Look at that stop. That's wonderful. And now it's 70, which is fine because it's slow going traffic anyway, so speed limit is not so important now. Fading light, FSD, doing well. 80. 80 is actually pretty good for me on FSD. Look, it's going under 80. Getting a bit hungry too. It's almost dinner time. It's not nice being in an EV as well, right? Not having to rev the engine. Right, it's just one speed. Very good in city traffic. Good in slow traffic, like this. I was just thinking, this is good therapy for me. Forced relaxation. Like forcing myself to relax when I'm not in control, right? When you're in a controlling environment and you've got a controlling personality. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's channel my controlling personality into good things, productive things rather than nefarious things, right? But this is good therapy. It's like, all right, forcing myself not to control the wheel. This is good. It's good therapy. Very therapeutic. It's got a calming effect, but not too calming. You still want to be alert, right? I think it's maybe it's the health professional in me that to always be vigilant. Think of the worst case scenario. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's the training, all the medical training I've had. Think of what could go wrong. Maybe that's it. Don't want to lose that either. I think it's a good trait sometimes. Must be a balance. Must be a switch. I can just go, okay, FSD mode, life mode. Well, I'm almost home, so. Deep breaths, get that oxygen saturation up, get the heart rate down. Let's see how many cars turn right at this point. Normally, at this time of day, you can get at least 15 cars. So let's see whether I get to go. I think there's about 10 cars ahead, maybe less. So we should hopefully be able to turn right. Let's see. You know what? Now that we're home, I am actually going to switch back to standard. Because this neighborhood's very quiet, so there's no need to hurry. Most roads are single lanes in there, so I don't want to rush in there because there are people walking around. I mean, this car's got better vision than me, right? Especially with my presbyopic eyes. As I age, here we go. Let's count the cars together. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, standard mode is slow, man. It's slow off the mark. Hurry would have been quicker. That gives me anxiety, not being fast enough. So I might just stick to hurry from now on. Anyway, we're past the light, so there's no more lights in this whole neighborhood. Now this is interesting. This is a pedestrian crossing at a school. School's over for sure, but sometimes there are still kids and people walking. Let's big balloon. Let's see. It's approaching the crossing appropriately slowly. That's good, because I would do the same. I just don't trust kids. They just dart in and out. There's a baby in a pram over there. Still, never know when baby prams have been known to roll, so always watch out for that. Someone crossing the road here. Very tight two-way area. Cars parked on either side. Let's see which way this car takes. It's going to turn left. Okay. All right. Well, look, I'm pretty happy now. This is my neighborhood, so I am going to clock off, literally and figuratively, very soon once it makes the roundabout. I'll show you a couple more roundabouts. I know you guys like to see roundabouts in Australia. It's fascinating for us Aussies to see roundabouts because it was always a thing when FSD was in development. It's always Australian social media people going, hey, what about roundabouts? What about roundabouts? We've got plenty of roundabouts, blah, blah, blah. It's doing pretty well now. It's worked it out. It's interesting. it's waiting for the Model Y on my right to like fully leave the roundabout, even though it was indicating left. Like I would have just gone, but I guess I'm in standard mode, knowing that it was turning left. Anyway, semantics. All right, well, thank you for staying with my therapy session today. You have been my therapists, as has the car, so I hope you enjoy that video as I clock off for the day, and thank you for watching. Heart rate is about mid-80s, which is fine, and I shall see you next time on Ludicrous Feed. I'm Tesla Tom. Until then, it's happy charging.